Born into a sharecropping family of 10 siblings in rural Mississippi, the idea of dignity and racial justice has long been a core value for me. My most vivid memory as a young child of 5 is my father's daring escape with our family from the plantation-like Mississippi Delta in the wee hours of the morning. Those early years of racial oppression and denial of opportunity were damaging. Yet what I found to be most destructive was the educational deficit I experienced as a result of having to work through the harvest season, which left only half the school year. But I started school from the 4th grade and never missed a day, and graduated with honors. There is an inner dignity in Islam called fitra, your natural inner nature that is already programmed for excellence. One's belief in one's own ability to achieve what one sets out to do. The idea of education is at the core of what motivates this work for me. And so I've tied that to this concept of nurturing the inner dignity within our young people to unleash their human potential. For Muslims, the term dignity means inherent nobility, honor, worth, a born sense of leadership and self-governance. As you connect to the Creator, that becomes self-evident. It is clearly expressed in the first paragraph of the Declaration of Independence. The Founding Fathers talk about assuming among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitled them. How are you going to get young people to embrace the idea of being free thinkers if you can't connect them to this? The scholar W.D. Muhammad said, "Life is as a seed. For plants, if you lose the seed, no food. In human life, if you lose what it means to be human, that inner dignity, future loss. You're not going to be able to navigate your way to this excellent human being that God created." The museum has worked across the divide of race, class, culture, as well as religion to better understand our shared humanity through exhibition, programming, and a civil rights, human rights curriculum. We launched an Islamic Thought Institute, and we are expanding the museum's reach nationally through our traveling exhibit program. We're not just saying to museums we have this exhibit. We actually utilize what we call a community-driven model to engage communities to build diverse collaborations. Our current exhibit challenges the negative narratives and stereotypes. Prophet Muhammad historically established pluralistic communities of Muslims, Christians, and Jews living together in harmony. These covenants have become the basis for freedom of what we call liberating theologies. Muhammad says, "You will never enter paradise until you believe, and you will not believe until you love one another. There is one God, and thus one humanity." So he says, spread peace. During the freedom movement in America, African Americans wanted 2 things. One was civil rights, represented by Dr. Martin Luther King. The other was inner dignity, represented by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But really, it was one freedom movement, and so we represent those 2 poles coming together. Islam is a peace movement for freedom that continues into today as one movement for dignity, equity, and social justice, connecting with Black Lives Matter, immigrants' rights, indigenous peoples' rights. We need to work together to establish this pluralistic environment that we call divine unity, or in Islam, tawhid. That's what the freedom movement is all about. People responding to that inner nature that you can't keep down as a human being. We all have a path to get back to our own being. How does every human being come to that, to achieve this divine destiny of doing good and fostering peace? To get to this destiny is what it means to be a free human being.